There's an opportunity in the stock market right now, the likes of which I've never seen in my 12 years of investing. I am being dead straight with you guys right now. I just went through the big bad Nvidia earnings report and the things that they said, the things that they see are coming in the future, the companies that they think are going to win will blow your freaking mind. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through how we could capitalize on this in a logical, responsible way that if the market even crashes, we're going to be just fine too. Okay. So let's look at this really quick. Nvidia's stock has been sending to the moon the last 5 years. This is the most hated rally in the last 5 years of really any company. How could a stock possibly go from down here at 17 bucks per share to over 200 bucks per share right now? It's one reason and one reason only. The earnings per share has been going up and to the right. And when the profits are growing as strong as they are for Nvidia, and how they guided so strong, meaning the profits are likely to continue. And when you're getting all of that for a fair valuation level to start, a P ratio of 37, it's setting up for a generational buying opportunity right now. I know that literally every person on YouTube has that as their titles now, but I'm being dead serious. I'm going to prove it to you in this video here. There's a lot of opportunity in Nvidia, which we'll talk about, and other companies too. Some are bubbles and probably are going to go bust, but some are opportunistic that we could capitalize on by buying shares, selling puts, and buying calls. We'll cover that here. But very, very quick for Nvidia. Let's just flow through a few key things to understand. Revenue year over year went from $44 billion to $81 billion, almost a double. The demand is there. The story is there. The AI thesis is there. Demand for AI is not slowing down. It's actually accelerating. So for all the people hating on these AI companies, you can't hate on them when they're growing this fast and they're trading at a very, very fair valuation level right now. This is the price earnings ratio level of Nvidia. This is a 5-year chart. It's never been cheaper. And the revenue growth and profit growth has never been stronger. There is a very, very, very big disconnect right now. And that's why it's very opportunistic. Like the stock after they reported, guys, it went red. Like what? The stock went red when they beat stuff out of the water. It's insanity. So revenue growth is very, very strong. Data center business is absolutely exploding year over year. If we look at their gross margins, people are like, oh my God, the competition's going to crush them and China's going to crush them and demand is going to slow down. This margin right here going from 60% a year ago to 75% right now does not tell you that the AI sector is slowing down. It's getting bigger, better, stronger, more profitable, more demand for it. Because this is like going to a freaking amusement park and paying 12 bucks for a water. You pay the 12 bucks because it's in demand versus going to a gas station and it's $1. They're all over the place. There's no, supply constraints with that. Right now, hyperscalers, meaning the Metas, the Googles, the Amazons, the Microsofts, the whatevers, they cannot get their hands on enough of these chips from any company right now. So that's why the profit margins are very, very strong. Now, is the story going to last forever? Is it going to be a hunky-dory outlook right there for AI going forward forever? No, of course not. But right now is the picks and shovels build out of AI, meaning there's a gold rush. And instead of investing in the gold mine, we're investing in a company that is selling these shovels and the pickaxes, right? There's a lot of shovels needed right now. NVIDIA, AMD, Broadcom, Marvell, TSM. And there's also a lot of money to be made in that. So gross margins are just insane right now. Now, if we go down a little bit and look at earnings per share, this is the number one thing that moves the price of a stock in the long term. It's where the profits go, the earnings per share. They over doubled in a year, over doubled. So you should expect that where the profits go, it's where the stock is going to go. If the profits double, the stock should theoretically double. And the top line growth and operating leverage drove accelerating earnings per share growth. This is not a story of the AI sector slowing down. Okay, let's calm down a little bit. Yes, the numbers look very good. Yes, the revenue growth is good. Yes, EPS growth is good. But how's the valuation? We already know. The valuation is very, very fair. So when we see astronomical earnings per share growth, when we're starting at a fair valuation level, the future growth from that point in that stock going forward should be similar to what the actual profit growth is going forward. If we assume that NVIDIA is going to maintain an earnings per share growth rate of 75% for the next year, theoretically, the stock should be up 75% 1 year from the time of this video. Does that mean it's guaranteed? No. but stocks follow the profits in the long term. You guys know that I show this chart all day long on this YouTube channel, and it actually just updated so we could hit on it really, really quick right now, because it does matter where this is at to get a gauge of how bullish or bearish we should be overall, because this is the S&P 500. If S&P is a bubble, it's like Nvidia might be bullish, but it's not as bullish because this is just a bubble. So 10-year chart, EPS growth line, you could see that the blue line's the actual S&P 500 index. The market follows where the actual earnings per share goes in the long term. Sometimes the market goes below it for COVID, above it coming out of COVID, below it for the 2022 recession, and then above it basically since, a little bit below it for Liberation Day tariffs, basically at it for the Iran situation. Point I'm getting at is this is like the whale in a room that dictates where stock prices go, where the freaking profits go. So when you have the S&P 500 growing profits year over year at 28%, that is a very, very bullish tailwind for the overall market. And the valuation level, the price earnings ratio level for the S&P is about 21. While that is above the 5-year average of 19.9 and above the 10-year average of 18.9, it's higher because this is orders of magnitude higher. The average rate here is about 10%. That's why the S&P average is about 10% in the long term. Right now we're at 28%, and it's no surprise why it's so good, because the biggest company in the world that carries the biggest weight in the S&P and NASDAQ is freaking blowing earnings out of the water. That is why the story is so strong right now. Now, of course, valuation's a little bit hot. Bring yourself back to earth, but the story is strong. So here's the play on NVIDIA, and then we'll go through a few different companies too. Overall, the AI thesis is good. The S&P is not a bubble, just a little bit hot. The economy is okay. Overall valuations are okay. The economy is okay. Interest rates overall are okay. That's like a little quick scan of things that we go through. Looking at NVIDIA, I think it's undervalued. I think there's opportunity here. I think this is easily a $260 stock right now. That is where the stock should be trading at right now. So when you have the backdrop of an okay investment thesis overall for the economy, interest rates, valuations, whatever, and then you have a compelling deal like NVIDIA right here, it's hard to not want to allocate to that. And based on what AMD is saying, Broadcom, Marvell, the hyperscalers, the Metas, Googles, Alphabets, Amazons, whatever, they plan to keep buying chips, and they plan to keep buying a lot of chips. And the business for NVIDIA is becoming even more diversified beyond those companies. So it's like, look, I'm bullish right now on NVIDIA. I'm going to leave it at that, especially with the stock being red when I'm recording this video. Like, it's red after earnings. It's insane. Okay, here's the play. $2.19 per share right now. I'm okay to go buy some shares. Put a small percent of your account in NVIDIA shares right now. Why a small account? Because it's a single stock. It carries single stock risk. You never want to go too heavy in one single stock just in case something crazy happens that nobody was planning for. How much can you put in NVIDIA? Anywhere between 0 to 10% of your account in NVIDIA shares straight up. You have a $100,000 account, maybe $10,000 of your account could be in NVIDIA stock. What about for selling put options? And what about for buying call options? This is where the big money could be made right here. I'm in the camp that I want to go sell 2-year portfolio secure puts right now on NVIDIA. Take the cash flow, go buy more shares. Take the cash flow, go buy more call options. Because again, if we go look at the chart here on NVIDIA, and I go and plot that theoretical earnings per share growth line, it's not really theoretical, this is actually where the profits are going. This line dictates where stocks are going to go. Down here, it was clearly undervalued, right? Right now, it's still clearly undervalued. So right now is like the time to be bullish, right? The stock is undervalued. Growth looks good going forward. The guidance going forward is very, very strong. The story is here for now. It's not going to be here forever, but the story for the next few years is probably really, really good for NVIDIA. It's going to be bumpy, but here's the play for sold puts. 2-year portfolio secured puts, choose a strike price of about $190 per share. A 190 strike, 2 years out, not 1 month out or even 6 months out, 2 years out, because you're going to generate way more premium going 2 years out, and it's much safer 2 years out because it's more time for the profits to grow, more time for the stock to follow the actual profits, and you're, of course, generating more premium right now to go invest right now when it's cheap. You don't want to go sell a bunch of puts up here when it's expensive because it's not as compelling to do so. You want to do it here and here when it is compelling to do so, when you could invest that extra premium by doing a longer duration contract at a time when the market is cheap. It's more money being invested when it is cheap. That is the name of the game right there, okay? Make sure it's a portfolio secured put too. No cash secured put, portfolio secured put, because if you go do a 190 strike, you're going to have $19,000 in cash in your account doing nothing, participating nothing in the rally to likely come, but you're really, really bullish. So why would you ever want to have that much cash in or doing nothing if you're really, really bullish overall? You wouldn't. So we do the portfolio secured put. You guys know about this. I talk about it in all my videos. I did a video previous to this one, so go check that one out. But that's the play for sold puts. As for buying call options, it's $2.20 per share right now. I like to buy calls just barely out of the money. I would go for like a $2.25 call expiring sometime in 2028. I know those call options are maybe a little bit expensive, but you're giving time for the thesis to play out. You're giving time for the S&P 500 to, hey, maybe take a breather because it is a little bit disconnected from the fundamentals right here. Maybe the S&P is going to fall back to the earnings per share growth line. And if that happens to happen, NVIDIA is probably going to be a little bit red in that environment too. So giving yourself time of 1.5 years or 2 years on your option contracts is the winning strategy. Okay. That is a move for NVIDIA. Overall, I'm extremely, extremely bullish on them. It's crazy that the market just can't believe how good these numbers are, and the market's just not pricing them appropriately. But as I was saying on this channel, if we look at a 1-year chart of NVIDIA, so many people were in the comments saying, Brandon, the stock's going nowhere, AMD is going to the moon, like this stock sucks. And I'm like, look, when the profits are going up like this and the stock is going nowhere, that should make you happy because it's a disconnect. It's like a coiled spring right here. And eventually, the stock is going to be like, boom, we're going to re-rate it higher. And you saw the rally here from $165 right here to now over $219. You know, these rallies happen very quick and very sharp with NVIDIA. It's notorious for falling after they report earnings, to be honest with you. But somehow, the stock is basically at all-time highs, meaning they dump after earnings a little bit, and then the market's like starting to believe the story over the coming months, and then the stock will follow the profits up and to the right. So that's the deal with the big bad NVIDIA. Now, if we go look at the stock sheet, you can take a look right here. Currently 219. Intrinsic value is somewhere around $273 per share, guys. There's a lot of margin of safety in this trade right here, and I'm assuming a 40% growth rate for this calculation, which this is the Benjamin Graham's revised intrinsic value formula. That is Warren Buffett's mentor. So this formula does carry some weight. It's not the end all be all, but it's a way to visualize like grossly where something is at. And it's obvious that NVIDIA is undervalued right now. So if you could allocate and be patient with it through the volatility, trust me, you could make a lot of money, but you got to be patient with it. Okay. What other stocks are very, very bullish right now? You guys know that I love Meta. Jensen Huang was saying on the earnings call, he's the CEO of NVIDIA, he was saying that we now have the ability with AI that if you put in $100 for compute, meaning just buying chips, you get more than $100 back in efficiency or just revenue generated or money made, right? But that crossover point just happened. So while everybody is all freaked out that Zuckerberg at Meta spending all this money to go build out their data centers, it's kind of like the more money that they spend, the more money that they make because it's now a profitable ROI than what they're doing on the data center build out. So you should want to see capital expenditures because it's like a profitable ad that you're running. You spend $100, you get $120 back. The more money you spend on the ad, the more money that you get back. That is now what is happening with AI. AI is now getting more efficient on a power standpoint, on a compute standpoint, with agentic AI, with agents, and just the software upgrades are getting so good now. It's like almost a grandma can go use AI and go build something with it or make their life more efficient. There's a lot of industries being disrupted by this, like software and stuff like that, which that's a whole other video right there. But NVIDIA is very bullish in my opinion because of what the totality of the data says and what NVIDIA said on the earnings call recently. Meta is bullish in my opinion, but again, it's kind of like a coiled spring right now. You have to be patient with it. You got to go 2 years out when you go sell puts. And when you go buy calls, you got to go 2 years out on that also. TSM, look, I know I made the video previously that China could invade Taiwan and TSM could completely collapse. The odds that China actually invades Taiwan is like a couple percent, like 1 or 2% in my book. I think it's very, very, very unlikely to happen, but it is, of course, a possibility that you have to be aware of. But TSM is the company that manufactures 90% of the data center chips. So they manufacture the NVIDIA chips, they manufacture the AMD chips, they manufacture the Broadcom chips, whatever. TSM actually fabricates the chips. And while the company is a little bit above fair value, if we look at TSM right here, currently trading at 407, fair value is around 384. It is a little bit above fair value. At the end of the day, It's basically at fair value. And when you understand how strong their moat is and how much of the AI space they actually control, this stock is like, it's one that if you're patient with again and you hold it for a little bit of time, like 1 or 2 years, you're probably going to wake up and say, holy cow, I made a lot of money simply because I bought at a good price. The profits grew. I held through the volatility. I kept my pants on when it got really bumpy out there. And you're looking good. But most investors, they want to go buy a stock, see it instantly go to the moon after they do it, and they get impatient, they panic and sell out. So, please don't be like people like that in the world. Like, we're here to make money, guys, in the stock market. So, 5-year chart right here at TSM, obviously share price going up and to the right, earnings going up and to the right, good growth, pretty fair valuation level right here. TSM is a buy. We already went through Meta. If we go look at AMD really, really quick, AMD is a great company. It's just way too expensive, guys. Pretty good growth here, pretty good growth right here, but it's 97 times trailing earnings. It's way too expensive because, again, if we go compare that to NVIDIA, NVIDIA is not only cheaper, but it's also growing much, much faster. So it's like NVIDIA is just like a major sleeping giant right now. This is my number one stock that I'm bullish on right now. And I'm not claiming I know that if the stock is going to go up or down in a day, a week, or even a month from right now. But remember this video 1 or 2 years from right now. And remember me making a video 1 or 2 years from right now telling you guys that I told you about it right now. Keep your ratios in check. Keep your emotions in check. Don't go put 100% of your account in this. But the story is strong right now. And there's not many opportunities that come across your desk like this with this very strong growth at this valuation level. Yes, the S&P is a little bit hot right now, and if that falls, everything's going to come down. But that is kind of like noise. This is the whale in the room. This is huge. So looking at the stock sheet one last time, what else am I bullish on right now? Amazon I'm very bullish on. They're going to capitalize great in this AI build out. They are a little bit above fair value. This is basically 6.8% above fair value, so a little bit expensive, but on balance, not really that bad. Microsoft I'm very bullish on, a little bit below intrinsic value. Robinhood I'm bullish on, a little bit above. On balance, guys, like we know the market just ran up a lot. We know that there's not as many table pounder deals out there. So you definitely want to be more selective with how you allocate. But on balance, like there's going to be a lot of money that gets made in the AI sector. Stocks like Micron are probably going to continue to do good. I get it that it's very cyclical. The memory cycle is going to slow down eventually. But if you monitor this, you understand what I'm saying in these YouTube videos, you do a little bit of your own due diligence to understand where we're at. It's not really hard to keep track of where these companies are at and where they're likely to go in the next couple years. So that being said, guys, I'm very, very bullish in the long term. Short term, I'm cautiously optimistic simply because the S&P and NASDAQ are a little bit overvalued. So that's why I'm not like betting super hard on NVIDIA just yet. But if we get downside volatility in the overall market, I will be betting more on NVIDIA, always keeping my ratios in check. So if the market falls 40, 50%, I'm going to be just fine because it will eventually happen. Maybe it's China invading Taiwan, maybe it's something else. Regardless, bad things always happen in the market, and you can't let the bullishness of the AI sector and NVIDIA cloud your judgment. All right, guys, so that's the video. If you got value, please go like, subscribe, and drop a hype. Let me know. Go talk crap on my thesis overall if you don't think I'm right. But hey, the jury's out. We'll talk in a year or two. If you want to learn more about my option system and how I analyze companies overall, watch this video right here. Or go check out the 10-day stocks and options transformation. Comes with my full Discord access and the stock sheet. Everything is there. No strings attached. It will blow your mind if you go check it out. That being said, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.